All right, I'm here with Jarrett. I'm going to try it. Mieczkowski.
You got it.
Oh man, first try, and we didn't even practice that off the air, did we?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, my man. Tell me, you fought for us a couple times. I thought your performance have always been impressive. Tell us where you train and what's been going on, and tell us about your first couple fights with us.
First couple fights with you guys were great. I fought two guys out of Hellfish MMA. Both tough guys, man. Both tough guys, And it's just the whole process, just getting there, the weigh-ins, how you guys have it set up. It's really great, So I really enjoy it. I train at Rob's Fight Club. I've been training with him since 2020, so going on 5 years, probably summertime, 5 years. And yeah, I'm just giving it hell every day, trying to make myself the best I can be for this fight,
Now, you had a couple amateur boxing fights. How has the transition been for you moving from amateur boxing to amateur kickboxing?
It's not too bad. You know what I mean? I try to, still keep working in the boxing skills and then, blend the kicks with it. Like I said, I trained a little bit of Krav Maga in the past. So, trying to blend that in, more flexibility with the legs, obviously. I mean, boxing, you don't need to kick up to your head. So trying to make sure I'm flexible, and just working the stamina, like we've talked about before, stamina. I mean, I think, that's number one. So that's what I'm training and, just trying to be well-rounded.
I remembering back to your first fight, you coming in as a boxer, and I'm like, I was very surprised at the kicks,
Yeah.
You're just not going to, okay, I'm going to throw a front kick or I'm going to throw a round kick to the leg, and then I'm going to box. You weren't that guy. You were pretty well-rounded and you got pretty exotic with some of those kicks.
Yeah. Like I said, I try to keep it well-rounded, try and work every angle that I can, because, I mean, kickboxing, you don't know what's coming at you. You got knees coming at you, leg kicks. You got the spinning back fist. That's a good one. It's just attacks coming at all levels of the body from legs to head. It's not like boxing. Boxing, a lot of punches are coming at your head, unless you get like a more experienced guy and, he might go to your body a little more, but, a lot of it's at your head. Or kickboxing, it's spread out. So I'm just trying to keep myself well-rounded and keep myself ready for anything.
And thus far, you fought both guys from Hellfish, Sawyer, and who else did you fight?
Joe Morgan.
Oh, Joe Morgan. Yeah. Morgan. So in both of those fights, you won the first one. You came up short on the second one. Definitely an argument can be made that you won that second fight, I thought. How did you feel after that, and what kind of adjustments did you make?
I mean, after the fight with Sawyer, Sawyer was tough. That guy's a tough guy, man, and he did hit hard. But I tried to give it back to him. I tried to stick to basics with him. Tried to box him a little bit, and I think it was a good fight. I mean, it could have went either way. And after that fight, just working more on stamina, more on trying to drive forward a little more, and just make myself really, really the most well-rounded I can be. Practicing the leg kicks, the head kicks, different defense, stuff like that.
Were there similarities in fighting Mitch and Joe, being that they're from the same gym? Did you notice, hey, these guys do this or these guys do that?
A little bit. It both had a good spinning back fist. That was a good one. Yeah, both good spinning back fists. A little bit. I mean, I don't know. You're in the moment. It's hard to.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking forward to February 22nd in Pottstown. You got Mitch White coming up from Gracie 717, another good gym. How have you looked into his fights? And well, I guess he only really has one recent fight. And how do you feel about fighting him, and how you're preparing for him?
I feel good. I'm ready to go. Like I said, I'm just trying to make myself well-rounded. And I'm going to go in there and give him hell.
You're pretty calm, pretty soft-spoken. You're not the guy that's jumping around saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Do you think that sometimes your opponents underestimate you?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, maybe.
It-
That'd be a good thing. But
that was my next question, and and you use that to your advantage. And but you always perform well. What does a typical training week look like for you right now? I know
typical
I have
train.
you. I just want to mention this too. I got you on your lunch break here, and so you're squeezing everything in. But how does that training week look for you?
Training week looks. I'm training 6 days a week. I'm going hard. A few hours a day, going hard. You're keeping the diet perfect. You're giving hell. You're doing your road work, your bag work, your mitt work, your sparring. Sparring probably 3-4 times a week. So just really giving it all I got.
And who are
Because
some of your
a
sparring
fight don't
partners?
start. It starts,
Go ahead.
weeks before.
Mhm.
So
Who are some of your primary sparring partners?
I go with Coach Rob a lot. We got a few other guys at the gym. Great boxers and great kickboxers. I'll mix it up with all of them. We
Absolutely.
got a guy named PJ. He's a real good amateur boxer, so I'll mix it up with him a lot. Got a guy named Christian. He's a hell of a kickboxer, so I'll go with him. And I'll go with Coach Sean. Go with him a lot too. So just a lot of different people, different looks. Try and keep it as diverse as possible, and so I get every different look, be as prepared as I can be.
Sparring with Rob, man, back in the day, he had some crazy kicks. Like you had guys that could, yeah, you had guys who could kick, and you got guys who would sometimes do a spin kick, but this guy would spin and circle. I mean, he did some amazing things. None of the things that he did that I admired could I ever do. But I always thought that was amazing. Does he give you those looks in sparring? And do you try and steal some of that?
I do a little bit. I mean, I don't try and copy everything. So, I mean, he's just on a whole different level. I mean, his
Yeah,
kicks
he has
are
a special talent.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. He's
That's
very
amazing.
hard to hit. You really gotta work to hit him.
Try the axe kick on him.
I've tried. I've hit him with it once.
Well, you come from a great gym, and I think you've had two great performances with us. Mitch White is a great opponent for you for Pottstown there, and I'm really looking forward to this fight, as I am a lot of the fights on this card. I'll give you the last word because I know I have you on your lunch break here, and we'll get this interview out.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. I've trained hard. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. I want to go in there with Mitch. I want to give him hell, and may the best man win.
All right, that's exactly what I expected you to say. I will see you in, I guess it's just a few days now. Take care.
Yeah, it's coming up. Take it easy.